Previously on Dances with Dice. When last we left our heroes, Eisen, the half-elf cleric, Karma, the tiefling wizard, and Emiria, the elven monk. They'd taken care of things around Neverwinter in preparation for the battle ahead. But, in search of new allies, they were able to uncover more bits and pieces about the mysterious machine that Eisen was seeking. After making contact, they now plan to head into the northern mountains in an attempt to gain a new ally to their side. What awaits them in the cold, deep north this week on Dances with Dice.
All right, all of you are standing in this beautiful grove. The air is warm. It's almost like you'd never left Neverwinter. It's a beautiful sunny day, like 75 degrees. And it's off-putting for a little bit because you like see snow falling around you, but like it stops at the edge of this grove in the center of this valley. The Warforged is standing up kind of still near the tree, probably about like 20 or 30 feet away from you guys. Slowly starts to walk over. You can now kind of see them like fully standing. They stand again about 6'5". The robes are very, very old. Well put together. Like they're not like threadbare or anything, but like faded and worn with time. Around like their feet and kind of like their ankles, it's like almost like black with like age and like just like years on the road and walking. Everything else is kind of like a soft cream. And as you watch as the light kind of catches their metallic body, they light up almost like in a dazzling like display of like little technicolor twinkling lights that surround them. And you can kind of get the idea of like as they approach you, being half delirious on a mountainside, and this thing comes out of nowhere, how people could think like, oh my god, an angel has come to save me, sort of thing. They stop about like 5 or so feet in front of you guys. Like,
how may I help you?
First things first, Karma's like, oh, well, it's warm, and takes off the big-ass jacket that she brought, just in case she, I guess, rolled too low. So first things first, she's like, but she obviously has clothes. She has her, like, shiny robes and her staff of power, and she looks very sick. Hi, I was the one that you talked to a few minutes ago, or hour? I don't know how long it's been.
Oh, I thought I sensed a presence here. It was lovely to make your acquaintance, and
they hold out a hand to shake yours.
Oh, she shakes their hand.
I am Amriel, one of the 12.
One of the what? How do you spell that?
Amriel. Amriel.
Amriel. Amriel.
Side note: I've been watching a lot of Lucifer, and that just made me think of Amenadiel.
Yes. Oh my god, I love Lucifer. I love Lucifer.
Yeah, Lucifer's great.
One of the 12 was what? Oh well, first I'm Karma.
Hello, Karma.
I will let others introduce themselves.
Name's Eisen. Nice to meet you.
He holds out a hand to you, or they hold out a hand to you. They shake your hand.
Yeah.
Emiria.
You have a powerful name.
Thank you. Well, never fucking mind. I love this guy now.
Amiria, you can
Amriel and Amiria.
Amiria, you can roll an insight check.
Insight.
You're decent at these.
13.
13. At the sound of at your name, he appears to soften a little bit, or they appear to soften a little bit, like almost wistful in a way. But they turn back to the three of you and say,
How may I be of assistance? Usually, I'm the one finding people, but I am always happy to have guests out and about. Do you need food, water? I myself don't need those sorts of things, but I always keep things stocked, when I find people on the mountainside.
Karma turns her head and looks to Eisen. This is...
Whoa. So I heard about you on a different name before we...
I am aware of my titles.
The Machine.
Oh, that is a new one. That sounds fun.
Alright. So we're in the bit of a crisis, and seeing as you are someone who, I assume, wants to help people, we're on the verge. Look, this is a long shot, but we're on the verge of a war against us, an entity of people who want to wipe out all mixed races on the face of our existence. And we're in a bit of a pickle, and I heard about you, and here we are, looking for any type of help we can.
It has been many years since I went to war. Who is this enemy you speak of?
They call themselves the Legion.
like,
What a bunch of a-holes.
Fantasy Nazis.
there's the one pop culture reference. Okay. Right. You kind of like watch him pause for a second. And you see like some lights kind of blink around in his head, almost like he's computing.
I have almost 3,000 years of knowledge inside of me, but I have never heard that name before. They do not sound good. Their mission. What service would you need me for?
We don't know. What can you do?
Karma kind of like does like a little scoots to Eisen, does like a little elbow. They said that they're one of the 12. Do you know what that means?
Do I know anything about that?
Everyone can roll a history check.
I got a natural 1.
I rolled a 19.
I'm old as shit, but that doesn't mean I know things.
Amiria, you're just kind of like
14.
Amiria, you're just kind of like. I imagine because you're used to being like kind of like the oldest person, so it's like it's a little uncomfortable. It's like something that is like not only older than you, but just the vastness of the age difference, like beyond how old this thing is, and also the fact that they have an additional 2 millennia of knowledge inside of their head at the same time. It's like you're having like a little momentary existential crisis of just like, I'm old. No, I'm not old. Oh God, what am I?
Oh God, am I a fetus or a grandma? I have no idea.
Part of your identity was being older than people, and you're like,
Does not compute. 19 from Eisen. That was because you just
that's a flat.
It's just flat. So flat 19 and Karma
14.
14.
Because I got a 9 plus 5, 14.
Okay, 14. Karma, nothing really comes to mind. There's been a lot of stories of like mercenary companies, ancient like legends and things like that had like numerical titles. So like it kind of sounds like that maybe, but yeah. Eisen, your mind casts back to the Pepe Sylvia board. and like in your mania, there's one night like a couple days ago. It was like 3:30 in the morning, and you found like a discarded sheet and like one paragraph in between like a bunch of just flowery bullshit. You were able to find a little paragraph that talked about it was still kind of flowery in the same way, but it was like a piece of information. But it basically read, the 12 constructed as a wall against evil, and that's like the only thing that kind of clicks in your mind.
You mentioned the 12. Are you referring to the? I read something recently. It's the 12 constructed the wall against evil. That's
you watch as like it's a little unnerving, but like it's like the Warforged like mouth's kind of like unhinged a little bit, and you hear like what you have to take as a laugh, but it sounds like almost like a bag of like screws and nuts kind of just shaking as like he's like but they are very much laughing at like this, and it's like,
It has been many years since I have heard that title used. But yes, I suppose. I keep forgetting that for most mortals, time is more of a linear thing instead of someone like myself who, short of complete destruction, will just live unending. But yes, I have 11 other brothers and sisters, and our charge was to protect the world, though possibly not in a traditional sense that the stories like to tell.
So I guess that brings me back to the question. You obviously want to help. You asked us how you can. What can you do that might help us?
and he like kind of like traces his chest, or they trace their chest like around like a symbol, like a very faded symbol, and you can see like a gear with the backing of a sun behind it. It's like,
I am... Language has changed so much in the last 1,000 years. I am a holy man by trade. One with healing and safety.
Oh, fuck, it's a cleric. Oh my god.
Amiria just like starts breaking down.
Mira just starts crying. We've needed you for so long. Like,
Oh, thank you, thank God.
took 101 episodes, but we got there, folks.
Amiria,
He kind of like, they hold their hand out and like a glowing ball of like soft golden energy kind of filters through. It's like, and he like walks over to Amiria, who he sees is kind of dumbstruck, and kind of touches your forehead, and like a healing word passes over you.
My charge was to help heal and protect mortals that I found out and about. There is Zaphiel, one of my brothers, who was scholarly. His charge was to protect the known knowledge of the world.
And all of you would be aware of this. Zaphiel is the Warforged that is in Baldur's Gate, the scholar.
We are not traditional heroes. We are guardians, protectors. We outlive and outlast time and people So we must remain ourselves vigilant to help shepherd those who have the ability to forget.
Ability to forget. So you remember.
I remember many things.
Well,
I remember what I have been programmed to remember.
How long have you been alive?
This unit has been operational for 1,317 years.
Do you remember the war?
I remember many conflicts, little tiefling.
With the gods. There was a promise. Do you know what that promise was?
They stand there for a moment. You see kind of like that computing go for a longer time this time. It's like,
That is strange. A part of my memory that definitely exists is inaccessible at the moment. I do not like that feeling.
Yeah, neither do we.
If I may butt in, there are thousands of innocents in Neverwinter, and that's what we need the most help with. We need innocent lives to not die when the city gets taken over.
If it is the
Can you help us with that?
If it is the protection of the people that is required, I am ready to serve. Allow me but a moment to gather what I need, dear sister.
and he walks, and they walk towards their tree. They kind of tap on it 3 times, and the tree like opens in like a doorway. He walks inside, and you hear like some clanking, and they walk back out wearing very old but very beautiful gold and silver armor. Emblazoned on the chest is the gear with the sun, and surrounding the sun is 12 stars. Inside each of the stars is set a diamond within each of those 12 stars. A shield emblazoned emblazoned in like white ivory and gold, with that same symbol again the same 12 diamonds set on the shield, and on their back a gigantic mace made of one single piece of adamantine that glows softly in the bright light of the meadow. And Eisen, you look at this, and for as lapsed of a cleric as you are, you recognize the weapon. You recognize the weapon of a cleric, and you recognize a mace of smiting. And they strap that to their side. They strap that to their side, and they put a helmet on, and the helmet kind of like completes the rest of their skull, so it's kind of like a second half of the mask. So they have like a full head now. It's like,
I am ready to depart when you are.
That was
Fuck.
easy. What about you said you have 11 brothers and sisters. Would they be able to help?
if a robot could be sad, you see them sort of like kind of slump over.
Unfortunately, my brothers and sisters have been lost to time for many a moon. The only one I am aware of that is still operational is Zaphiel.
Are you sending DMs?
No, another server is.
Ah.
I'm muting the server.
It is why it gives me such joy to meet you.
And he points to you, Amiria.
You bear the name of one of my sisters, though she is long gone.
Karma's head slowly turns towards Amiria.
What was she the protector of?
She was not necessarily... Again, the ways that language has morphed. She was a person of the forest. She protected animals, plants, and any beings who lived within them. I know that she had a great love for the elves, and they were her charge.
Karma pokes Emiria to see if she's made of metal.
Fuck off.
Emiria just smacks her hand.
Emiria, roll an insight check on yourself.
Eisen's
Oh shit!
Why does a construct have a weapon that's
I
good
rolled
at
an 8.
killing constructs?
it's like
Because
you.
fuck you, that's why.
It's like you pinch yourself. No, I'm human. That's like
okay.
I'm made of meat.
Wait, why does the construct have a weapon that's made to hurt constructs?
Mm.
Because
Okay.
fuck you, that's why.
You don't know how many other constructs were around 1,400 years ago.
There could be a couple that are real dicks.
That is
Excuse me.
very true.
Yeah, Miria.
It's like,
Fuck off.
Eat a dick.
and he looks at you. He looks at you, Emiria. I'm just gonna. It's a he.
He.
Amriel is a he.
Fair enough.
He looks at you and it's like.
It brings this cold heart joy to see my sister's name carried on.
I'm sorry for your loss, but I'll try to live up to the name.
That you are here seeking aid to protect those beneath you is already a credit to yourself.
Beneath.
Weaker than you.
Oh.
Again,
I'm a bit stronger than a civilian.
he's
Slightly.
very old.
That's
so
true.
it's like so a lot
He's
of
like,
his
look at these little bugs.
a lot of it it's like beneath, but it's like everyone's beneath him because again he's almost 1,400 years old. He has the knowledge of 3 millennia inside of his head. It's like I'm not being rude. It's just none of you could have a conversation with me that would be remotely interesting.
Excuse you.
Unless they're
Emiria.
about emotions.
Possibly.
Emiria could have
I'm just
an
gonna
interesting
imagine he's
conversation.
Data, and it's like he's fascinated by everything human.
But yeah, you have gained yourself an additional ally.
Fuck.
That's
You have a cleric.
Oh shit.
Oh, thank Christ.
wow. I'll be honest, I was not expecting this to go so well. We packed for not this. Well, kind of this, but not also. What is this place called? Where are we? Where is it? What would you call this little area of yours?
This place has had many names before, but the best translation I can give is the Grove of Life.
Anyone who is proficient in religion can roll a religion check.
I'm not proficient in religion.
Haha, no.
Eisen.
I am.
Eisen's the only one who could roll on this.
Come on, Magic Man.
Because he's proficient,
on,
he
cleric.
actually gets a plus to it.
Oh, 14. So 19.
19.
Nice.
The Grove of Life, Eisen, it's one of those things that is involved in a lot of creation myths. A place where all life sprung. It's never really been confirmed to be a thing. Most people thought it was metaphorical in some way. And given what Amriel says, you're not even sure if it is what he means it to be. He might be trying to relate it to something that would make sense to you in your time. But as you look around and kind of stretch your fingers out, you feel just not an unnatural, but just an immense rush of life and light and power and warmth just kind of soak into the center of your being, not unlike the feeling you would get way back when you would commune with Odar and some of the conversations you would have with these more celestial beings. This feeling of otherworldly power that is equal parts awe-inspiring and terrifying in the same moment.
he's kind of just like feeling all this and looking around and like remembering like his roots as a cleric and just it's kind of something he's like heard about but he'd never thought he'd ever experience or be.
It's kind of like finding Shangri-La.
Yeah.
Like you like it's like there's no way it's real. Oh shit, it's real.
Yeah, or it's like I don't know. My brain obviously went nerdy again and went to like the fucking. I actually started thinking about One Piece and like because they all have a thing that they're trying to find, but the I don't know why I thought of it, but it's like Sanji's trying to find like the true like the blue, like the true blue. I forgot it. I can't remember the goddamn name of it, but it's like the ocean that all like every type of fish or every type of cuisine or like is, and it's kind of like that same thing. But that's where my brain went. But
Yeah.
And he's just like when he hears Karma ask about it, he just goes, "It's a place beyond anything." Honestly, of this world.
And
he's kind of just like looking around like, holy fucking shit. And he's just like,
Emriel kind of beckons all of you over. It's like,
Come, take a look in the pool of reflection. It may help to give you understanding.
If it pleases everyone, I might need to lay down for 8 hours. Teleportation is a 7th level spell slot, and I, on a short rest, cannot regain a 7th level spell slot.
you can cast it at 8th.
I can cast it. No, I don't have 8th either. I don't think.
you should.
No, you have an 8th level spell slot.
I do?
Yeah.
Because you can.
Oh, I do. Never mind. Crisis averted.
He invites you all over to the pool, and he like kind of like shows you. He like kneels in front of it. It's like,
Stare into the pool, focus your minds, and as many have before you, perhaps a vision or some sort of aid will come to you.
Listen, bud, I do this a lot. This is kind of what I do. So I don't know.
I elbow Karma in the ribs.
Ah!
Just look in the goddamn pool.
God, did you listen to? Ah, fuck.
it's like, why are your elbows so bony?
And then Aizen kind of just like grabs her head at the top and points her face into the pool. So
These goddamn pirates.
Everybody, please roll a D100.
I need my dice for that. Hannah? I'm gonna roll my metal dice.
Do you want us to just go when we have our number?
I'm gonna wait for everyone to roll first.
All right.
What'd you get?
48.
Nice. I got 52.
All right, Amiria?
26.
26, all right. Amiria, we're gonna start with you.
Ooh.
Amiria, you look into this pool, and you stare at your reflection, and it feels like a minute passes, maybe 2, 3, and then your reflection shifts just a little bit, and you see your face, but with some of the bits changed around, and you see like a half construct, half Amiria face. So the ears are still elven, the eyes are the same. It's more angular. There's like little bits and pieces of metal, like, one of your eyebrows is metal. Part of your nose is like a reflective sort of bronze, and like you kind of stare at it, and it stares back at you, and it smiles. And in your mind you hear. A soft voice.
Core 1 successfully engaged. Memory sequence cycling.
And you blink, and your reflection is back to normal. Aizen, what did you roll? 48?
48.
48. Eisen, you stare into the pool. You see your face. Again, those same couple of minutes pass. And then you see yourself. Different, though. Old, grizzled, hair streaked with gray and white, armor in good condition, but very clearly worn from a long time spent. You're just walking through a forest, smile on your face. You come up to a house. There's noises inside. You hear laughter. Sounds like children. And you see through the window a little light. You have a deer over your shoulder. And as he reaches the door to push inward, you see as this older version of yourself stares back at you, and you lock eyes. You lock eyes for a second. He smiles, winks, and then the vision fades. Karma, what did you roll?
52.
52. Karma, you are back on guidance. Your home, all the homes on the cliffside, reconstructed, beautiful. You can hear down like the shoreline, you hear the sound of a vibrant, lively city. A reconstructed city, that purple energy you saw when you were there before, none of the traces remain. You hear your mother calling you from the house. You hear your father's laughter come from within the sitting room. You turn, the figure you see turns away from the cliffside, and you can see yourself. A little older, a little wiser. She looks past you and sees someone and smiles. And then locks eyes with you for a moment. Gives you a soft but happy smile. Winks. And then the vision fades. And all of you kind of come to at the same moment as you like kind of all look back from the pool, and Amriel is standing there. It's like,
I hope whatever you saw is helpful.
What?
Is that
The pools of reflection are known to give you insight into your future, your past, or what could have been. It often gives people direction when they are lacking.
That's fucking helpful. Could be anything.
That is the point. It is inspiration for those on a path they do not yet know.
Karma's jaw is clenched.
Eisen doesn't like the fact that it's like past, future, but like what could have been. That's the kind of thing that like resonates with him, and he's just like, I don't want to think about what could have been. Because it's like, that's pointless.
ancient magic, dog. You know?
No, I mean like that, like, and so he's just, I'm just kind of giving people an insight into like what he's.
Amiria, how you doing?
Amiria's still staring into the water. She hasn't, like, looked up or acknowledged that conversation has happened again.
Karma pokes Eisen and points at Amiria.
Eisen's like almost a little bit visibly angry, and he's just like, I don't want to know what could have been. No one should look into the past and hope that... That's pointless. The only way is to move and look forward. To Louvre. Shut up, Karma.
to go to the Louvre in France.
Go to
We
the
have-
Louvre.
I don't want to know what could have been.
Sorry, Amriel looks at you. It's like,
My apologies. Language has evolved over time. What could have been does not mean alternatives. What could have been means potential. Anything you have seen can still occur. It is about whether...
he stops for a moment.
It is about whether your willingness to the path in front of you is there.
I'm done. Look, I'm really grateful for your help. I'm done with riddles. I'm done with people talking in metaphors, and I just want to move forward, and I want to deal with what's in front of us now, and I just want to go.
That is understandable. I apologize. I did not mean to offend. Unfortunately, everything here is even older than I am. I learn the same as you do.
Karma's gonna look at Emiria and place her hand on Emiria's shoulder, just very gently, see if that gets her attention.
Emiria jolts a little bit and then shakes her head like she's shaking off the moment. Well, if that's that for here, we should go back to Neverwinter, see how this factors into our game plan. Maybe we should meet up with the council again.
Are you okay? You were looking at the water longer than the rest of us.
It's nothing.
Insight check.
Roll a deception check
Roll
if
to
you're trying.
deceive me. Roll to deceive me, ho.
I rolled a 19.
I rolled a 14 plus 7, so 21.
Fuck!
I have plus 7 to
damn
insight,
you.
bitch! I have a passive insight of 17.
That was a good roll too, because you've got a +0 to deception.
That is a very solid roll, if that's... Damn. Damn, friend.
Fuck. Alright, you know I'm a filthy liar.
I'll say that you know something's bothering her, and it has something to do with all of the information that Amriel has laid before you. That's about all you're gonna get.
Okay.
Do you mind if I take a little bit of this water?
You may certainly try. Many have, though it usually never travels well.
Maybe divination magic will help it travel. Because it seems to have some form of divination magic imbued with it, and I am a divination wizard.
That would be a first in terms of visitors to the Grove.
He pulls out a vial and hands it to you, and it's already.
Well, I have a
full.
water skin.
Oh no, he's already got a vial full of the water. It's like,
Oh.
Here you go. I always hand it out to people as they leave because they always ask the same question.
Oh.
Can I take this with me?
Well, part of me was gonna do it just because of teleportation, and then it would help me get back to this spot. But,
well, now that you've been here,
Oh.
You're familiar with it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you've been here. You spent time
That's
here.
true.
This would consider you familiar, so you'd be able to come back here
Oh.
without issue.
True. Okay. Never mind. Well, I will take the thing, and I will... focus on it.
all right. Are you guys all set to head back?
Eisen's kind of I don't know, visibly just ready to go, but in kind of he's deep in thought, frustrated, just he's tired of the riddles. He's tired of every he wants a clear answer for once.
Emiria?
Let's go.
Karma's just like these two people that aren't used to seeing visions of the past, the present, the future of what could be.
Yeah, Karma's just like, oh, I didn't have to try this time. This was great. Everyone else is like, this is bullshit. What
Well,
the
it's
fuck?
this. It's for Eisen. It's like this on top of like everything else. Like, every time he tries to get an answer for something, it's like, here's a fucking riddle, or here's speaking in metaphors, or fuck.
It's like
Have you considered that's our DM's kink?
have you considered that gods don't give a fuck?
Have you considered?
It's just like, sir, this one insect is screaming at you about the riddles you've laid before. It's like, oh, really? Fetch the magnifying glass.
I think Karma's gonna make sure everyone's in the 10-foot little circle because I think it's within 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And since she's very familiar with the tipsy table,
Yeah, you get there without issue. Yeah, you would not have a problem at all with getting to the tipsy table. You know you're home.
yeah, right, yeah. Because if I'm very familiar with it, then I
Yeah.
don't have to. Eat
If
them
you're
all.
unfamiliar with your home, we have larger problems.
Well, it says associated object. If I have an associated object, I have 0. I'm automatic. But if I'm very familiar, I still have to get above 25.
I would argue that since you now have teleportation, I would assume that you would have drawn like a permanent circle
That's fair.
in your in
That's-
your home.
That's fair. It
I'm-
Where do you think it would end up, though?
Let's say
I don't know if it'd be in her room. Maybe in the backyard.
let's say in the backyard. You guys all bamf back underneath Tony's cart
Near the brothel.
near the brothel, and as soon as you all come to, Amriel looks around and is like,
Oh my! It has been many years since I have been here.
What?
This is Neverwinter, correct?
Yeah.
It is beautiful to see a small fishing camp grow into such a city.
Fishing camp? Oh, well, I guess maybe
He's
that's
been
how.
alive a long time.
That's true. Yes. So perhaps it was just, and they have a river right in the center. Of
I
town,
am
so-
remarkably old.
Yes. Amiri, you are also remarkably old, are you not?
Not compared to this guy.
Oh. What does that make me and Eisen?
Fetuses.
Children.
Okay.
I hate everyone.
he turns to you, Amriel turns to you, Eisen's like,
You had mentioned that people had looked for me or provided information. Would they be curious to meet the object of their studies?
Probably, although I think the old man might have a heart attack.
I am well versed in healing.
Touche.
Amriel's like, hell yeah! Heart attack! How interesting.
Eisen.
Fascinating.
Though. Wait, would they have been evacuated by now? Or.
there's not really evacuation. Like the as much as could leave have,
Okay.
but like we're talking 2 weeks.
Okay.
If they're staying, they're staying.
Okay. Sure, I'll take you down there. The man's gonna lose his goddamn mind.
Splendid! Will he actually have his mind leap from his head? I do not want that. I am not that skilled.
Eisen's kind of like looking at him like, I thought you were smart. Like
High intelligence, low wisdom.
High intelligence. Actually, no. High wisdom, low intelligence.
Low intelligence, right.
he's very wise, but like
It's like high wisdom, low intelligence. He's Caduceus.
I just follow me. And
Wonderful.
What time of the day is it?
You guys left in the morning. I would say you probably spent
midday.
like 2-3 hours in the Grove, so it's like afternoon, probably about like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, mid-afternoon, early evening.
Okay. Karma's trying to find a good time to tell them.
I'll say you'll reconvene for dinner.
for like brevity's sake, it's like, are we gonna actually go and have the dude talk to the guy?
I'll say for brevity's sake, you take him there and just kind of just like, "Hey, buddy, look what I found." And he looks at it, he's like, and just faints,
And he dies.
and just literally like eyes roll into the back of his head, just kind of like,
Boom.
Hello.
Why does he sound like he sounds like
Faints.
Timmy?
Yeah. It's cool.
All robots kind of sound the same. Listen, I can't do.
Oh my God.
I can't do.
Is-
Wow.
I can't do a lot of robot
How dare
voices.
you discriminate against Emiria like that?
I am not a goddamn robot.
That you are aware of.
What?
No, she's not a robot.
Emiria is one of the 12, confirmed.
No, I just a lot of voices are going to sound the same when they come out of the cup. That's all I'm going to
So
say.
after this, I guess we go back. We'll reconvene for dinner. So.
Yeah, you can reconvene for dinner and that
I
sort
got
of thing.
things I want to do after.
Is there anything you guys wanted to do while Eisen went and gave a old gnome a heart attack?
I am locked in my room, meditating.
Okay.
Okay.
Um.
On what?
None of your fucking business.
Oh, well, damn.
Emiria, while you are meditating, please roll me a. God, what the fuck would this be?
Dexterity, because I'm good at that.
See if you can put your leg behind your head.
Yeah, see if you can healy away from those feelies. Okay. Roll me a wisdom save.
Amiri's a robot. Can confirm.
12.
It's not that Amiria's an elf. It says she's a robot. That's why she's been alive so long. She's just a robot.
Elves don't actually live that long.
They're just all robots.
They're just robots.
Elves are robots. Confirmed.
12. Okay. As you're meditating, you know, nothing happens for a while. An hour goes by, 90 minutes, 2 hours. And then for like just the briefest moment, you feel a flash in your mind of a place you've never visited, of a forest you don't know, of a time that can't be real but feels real all the same. And that moment passes, you stop meditating, and it almost the thought almost fades to the back of your mind. If you didn't have just like the slightest, tiniest little twinge of a headache, like the left side of your head, then shake it off, continue about your day.
Cool, that's not ominous.
It didn't feel bad at all. Didn't feel bad. It was more of like the headache of trying to hold on to like a dream or something. Like nothing, wasn't a negative feeling at all. Wasn't anything like you like even in that moment you felt like at peace. Nothing out of the ordinary for your normal meditation.
Sweet, awesome, great, fun times.
As you leave your room, Draft is standing there, and she is giddy and excited, and she's like, "Oh my god! You guys found an automaton. You guys found a Warforged. That's. Do you think he would be offended if I asked to study him?"
Emiria just kind of like she walks out of her room with like dead face and like is trying to like remember how to put an emotion on her face for a
like
second.
a
and is
robot.
like, shut the fuck up.
You need oil?
Yes, Emiria is the Tin
God
Man
damn
from
you.
The Wizard of Oz. Sing your song, Tin Man.
Sing it, Tin Man. Don't you need a charge? I have a USB.
I hate you so much. God damn it, you made me completely lose my train of
You
thought.
were walking outside trying to remember to like how to put an emotion on your face.
And then like does like a good old college try at acting nonchalant. It's just like, I think if you ask politely, he might agree. But I can't say I know Warforged like etiquette.
Oh, of course no. I would absolutely be. But it's really I get really excited when I find really old things. Because there's so much history and magic and just knowledge that he might know spells that were lost to time. She's like, oh, it's such an exciting thought. The things that we could do and create. And she's just like babbling as you guys walk downstairs towards the dinner table, and she just seems very excited at the thought of potential like scientific discovery. It's cute and it's endearing, and you know she's equally like trying to like you know be a good girlfriend, and but is also just like it's kind of like the ADHD brain is just running a mile a minute with her right now.
She's fangirling. I understand.
All right, but all of you gather around the table for dinner. Karma.
Karma had spent the rest of her day after they've like, you know, hey, I'm going to go show off my robot friend to the man who was like, haha, that's not real. She spent the rest of her day kind of like in her room again, just kind of like reading over you know, her own books and stuff, and you know, looking at the painting. She once again kind of like looks at the oh, sorry, am I not?
Yeah.
Sorry. She kind of once again is like, you know, kind of focused on like the paint, the portion of the painting that is her with the red hair. It's more wavy than it is curly.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Karma. Just because I realized I didn't say that. Your hair in your vision was white. It was your traditional hair.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I realized that would actually be important.
Oh, that would be extremely important.
Sorry.
Actually, that. Oh my.
Sorry, that's on me. I totally forgot about that.
Oh
but
shit, that
would
kind of
matter.
shifts a lot of what Karma's thinking.
Yeah. Sorry, that's me. That's
Holy
on my,
shit.
that's on
Okay.
I had 3 visions that I was like working with. My
No,
my
you're
apologies.
good. You're good. Oh, good. Yeah, that kind of shifts a whole shit ton.
I think I expected you to ask me.
Yeah, sorry.
And you never did.
I
And you
should've
never
asked.
did.
I should have asked.
It's okay.
Because that does shift my entire way of looking at that. Because Karma thought that was one thing, and if her hair is white,
Yes, in that vision, your
and
hair was white.
If her hair is white and curly in that vision, then that shifts her view of that entirely, or at least partially, like a big partially, but not like.
Yeah. Sorry, I just realized that. Like, I realized like you're looking at the painting, and I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
sorry.
guess that speaks to more of like why she's looking at it.
Yeah.
She's like thinking about the vision and then looking at the painting, and her hair kind of like, she kind of like twists a finger in her hair. But she makes her way eventually as dinner approaches. She makes her way downstairs.
Okay.
But yeah, that is a very big difference.
Yeah.
Because if she had red hair, she'd be more certain about what that vision was if she had red hair in the vision. If she has white hair in the vision, it's very clear that there is a difference. There is a difference on what this timeline could be.
Yeah.
Red hair makes it very, very obvious on where that timeline shifts.
Yeah. That one was on me. I blanked in it literally in the moment because I fully expected you to ask me like, what color is Karma's hair in this vision?
No, that's on me. I should have asked.
That's
no.
right. It is.
Wait, no, we're good. Okay, never mind.
It is what it is. All right. So all of you gather around the table for dinner. It's a lighter fare, not as heavy as breakfast, but there's a nice salad. There's some roasted chicken, some potatoes, and a lovely like strawberry, like raspberry cheesecake for dessert. And all of you sit around the table. You eat in a comfortable silence. You see Draft kind of like vibrating because Amriel is sitting right next to her. She's kind of like just vibrating with excitement.
Is Amriel eating?
No. He is not eating.
He's playing pretend.
He's not eating, but he picks up a plate of each dish and kind of like looks it over, and then sets it back down. Is curious. All right, Karma.
Kind of like she's like trying to think. And she's what are Amiria and Eisen doing? Are they just kind of vibing? Like what's the
Eating. Feeling good. We did something good today. Got an extra ally.
You have a real cleric.
And what's Amiria doing?
Eating as if nothing is out of the ordinary.
Perfectly normal eating.
Despite the fact I no longer need to eat. Fuck you guys.
Actually-
Because she's a robot.
No, because she's a monk.
Fuck you. No, I'm just a very good monk.
Actually, ironically enough, all of this happens at the same time. Doesn't need to eat.
The Karma's just like a robot.
I lost the necessity yesterday.
Quite literally woke up. It's like, oh fuck yeah, food's bullshit. Let's go.
Food's for suckers. Because I don't need to eat, literally. Otherwise, yes, you should definitely eat. You deserve to eat. You are allowed to eat. Please eat.
It's like
Unless-
food. It's like food is for bitches. Draft immediately like puts her plate down. No, baby, not you. This is just me.
No, no, baby, not you. Please eat.
No, I'm just trying to shame Eisen. It's okay.
Oh. Karma kind of like quietly under, like not under breath or anything, but she's like playing with her fork and she's like pushing the food around and she's like, Quinn's alive.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
Wait, what? What's going on?
Quinn is, Quinn's alive.
She's still like
The
pushing
Wait,
her
what?
she's pushing her food around, making like a smiley face with it, like she's turning
Eisen's
pushing the food
like
into smiley
looking at the
faces.
staff, like remembering him, like disintegrating him.
Oh and yeah,
like,
she
ripping
totally
off
has
the
this. She
horns,
totally
like,
has the staff with her
like-
new comfort
like-
object.
really like not computing. Like I killed him. I killed him. I killed him. I ripped out his like. That's what he's doing at the table. Like
It's like the Pepe Sylvia hamster starting to spin up in that brain again.
I am. And Muriel's just like, what? What's happening? I don't know who else is at the table, but
Draft is at the table. Amriel is just like,
I do not know who that is, but it sounds like he shouldn't be.
So,
the other night, as she's talking, she's not like looking at anybody. She's still like kind of using her fork to push her food around and turn it into a face. Because awkward.
the other night I tried to look for my dad. I tried to scry on my dad. I guess good news, my dad is alive.
like Draft's like, yay! And then like reads the table. Oh.
My dad's alive. I think my mom's alive too. I think. But I when I was watching my dad, it looks like he's with the Legion. And he was talking to, I think, the other leaders of the Legion. They came in and Quinn walked in. He looked very fresh looking, if that means anything. But I don't know if that means that we fought some sort of construct of him or what. I wasn't able to really determine the spell that he had used or what it was, or if they had revived him somehow. But he is and she like clutches the staff of power a little harder, just like, and she started to kind of shake a little bit. He's I just thought you guys should be ready and prepared to know that he's probably going to be there. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I didn't I didn't know what to...
He must have had an ally closer than we thought. Somebody who could cast Revivify. Something like that.
You see Draft get really like she went from kind of like awkward, like the awkward Draft that she always is, and then like you see her like kind of like pause for a moment, like she stiffens. It's like he casts Clone.
What? Clone?
It's a spell that allows you to create a copy of yourself, and when you die, your body will travel. Your soul will travel to that copy. It's dark magic. You're not supposed to do it, and it doesn't even work half the time. But yeah, that's I think that's what he did.
He did look very fresh.
A body is created inside of a jar and is held there until it is needed, or until the soul is rended away completely.
So he came to that island knowing that it was possible you were going to kill him?
I don't know, but if he's as strong and narcissistic and as much of an asshole as he seems to be, that wouldn't surprise me if he had a backup plan. I'm sorry. And she just kind of quiets down and continues eating her food.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to.
I'm sorry.
I have to. It's fine. It's fine.
Just means we kill him twice.
Yes.
The good news is, I don't know if it's good news, but the good news is that any spells or enchantments or bindings that he may have laid in life, those are gone. Those end with the expiration of the body. They have to be bound to a corporeal form. So if he was doing anything out in the world, that would have to be reset. It wasn't nothing that you did. And like she like looks at the staff. It definitely wasn't nothing. I'm sorry. I'll quiet.
No, I'm sorry. You're right.
Can this be cast more than once?
She is going to roll an Arcana check. She knows the spell, but not all of its aspects. Come on, baby girl. I believe in you. You got a +8.
Come on, babe.
You got a +8. Let's go. 24. Way to go.
Requires at least 3,000 gold to be able to even do.
It can be cast more than once. Success is really the question. Necromancy is funny. It's not. Necromancy's not funny. Necromancy's weird in that way, where you might have all of the things you need to be successful, but it doesn't mean that the god of death felt like playing that day. So he can try again.
He wouldn't have enough time.
But he won't know until he dies again.
120 days.
Even if somehow he prepared enough ahead of time, I don't know if that's possible.
You can
We'll
only
just
have
keep killing him till he stays dead.
You can only have one at a time. I know that much.
Fantastic. Even better.
The question becomes if he had other people do it for him. He seems meticulous and an asshole.
Yeah.
I really want to hammer home on
True.
that one. He doesn't seem like a nice person.
He used to
then
be.
we don't kill him.
Don't you expect to capture him?
I'm not running the risk, again, of him just teleporting to another body.
Fair enough.
If it's cloned.
If we have to, we take him alive. If possible.
Karma's
As
finger.
much as
Karma's fingers are like
hold-
tapping
he's
against
like
the.
holding like his cup, and I'm just going to like he's shocking grasp was kind of like channeling through his hand, like
It's like you hear Barry from the bar like, "Don't ruin the cup."
Karma actually, like, as she sees that, puts her hand on Eisen's wrist. I know that she might take some of the shock damage.
well, it doesn't.
But
It has to like
It's what he's touching,
yeah.
technically.
It's
Okay.
I'm not. If you grab my arm, it's
but she's like
channeled
doing
through
she's
the
like doing
hand, yeah.
this where she grabs his she notices and she grabs his wrist.
That's the last thing I want to do. And I know you don't want to see him any longer than you have to. I clearly don't.
Karma's grip on his wrist gets like a little tighter.
But he can't be allowed to leave. Not again.
I agree.
He kind of like stops the cast. Because he recognizes in like Quinn like the same kind of just pure fucking evil that he sees in, I don't know if the rest of the party knows, but the listeners know that he, like, that Thorfinn that he saw. Like, it's the same kind of evil.
Well, Karma saw Thorfinn in that vision.
But you don't know this, like, you don't know
That's
the story.
true. Yeah, Karma doesn't know the backstory. Karma has no backstory.
Yeah, so
That's
he...
true.
But
Hannah
he-
knows,
he's-
Karma doesn't.
Well, like, he sees that. Like, he sees the same kind of person. He's just, like, and it brings out the same, like, feelings. Especially since, like, that person is trying to hurt someone else that he cares about. The same way that Thorfinn did. So
Does
that's kind of like what's going through his...
Does
like,
Emiria know
that's why
anything
he's
about
so
Thorfinn?
angry.
If he was this emotionally constipated when we sailed together, probably not.
Probably true.
My son was emotionally constipated when I found him.
God damn
I
it.
found him
I
that
found
way.
him like this. This is my boy. I love him. He doesn't know how to emotion. My boy. Have you seen my son? He's about this foot tall. Clearly gay, but we haven't had the talk.
And he kind of like looks at you with like a
You, as in Emiria?
you, sorry,
Oh.
Karma. Like, cause you still like have his hand,
Yeah.
and he like looks at you, and you can see it in his eyes, like he's almost like watery almost.
No!
And he looks at you, and he's like,
Oh, my baby.
people like him don't deserve to be free on this earth.
My baby.
And he's like almost shaking, like, or I mean, he is shaking while like looking at you with those eyes.
My baby. Oh no. Fuck. Karma's emotions. Karma's like, oh my god, human person caring about me? Question mark. character development in which literally the first 20, 30 episodes of this goddamn campaign, Eisen had nothing to say to Karma except real, like, just genuine fucking insults.
101 episodes later, folks.
This is character development, folks.
All right. You guys.
Karma's like just like in shock that he like I'm gonna do I need to roll insight to see if he's fucking with me? Like
I don't.
do I need to roll insight, or is it very obvious he gives a shit about me? You care about me.
I would say this is fairly obviously genuine.
Karma's almost.
I don't think Eisen's trying to hide any feeling.
I think it's more. This particular feeling, though, is more about his just like he's remembering everything that Thorfinn did, and he saw that in Quinn, and he saw what Quinn was doing, and especially how it affected like his now, friend, and like someone who he's grown to care about. But I think if she were to do an insight, it would be more about the like how much like if he's trying to hide anything, it's more of like. Which I don't think he is, but this is more about like all the pain and is all about his backs like
how if it's sympathy versus empathy.
Yes, it's empathy. Yeah.
So if I rolled, it would be to see if this is sympathetic or empathetic.
Yes. Like, is he relating to you, or is he just like angry on
because
of on your behalf?
Yeah, angry on your behalf, or is he angry because he understands?
You could roll for that.
Okay.
You can roll for that.
Okay. I rolled a 19 because Karma saw the future.
He's not trying to do shit. He's not trying to hide
you
anything
can. So Karma, you can tell.
Okay.
You can
It's
tell
almost the end of
it's
the day,
it's
and
empathetic.
Karma's like brow kind of furrows. Not like in an angry way, but in like kind of a revelation-y way, like a squint, but not in like a but like a oh my god kind of squint.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of like slips where her hand is like instead of on his like if you put your hand like if he's holding the glass, her hand's like this. She slips her hand to do like this, like she slips her hand in between the glass, so where she's like kind of holding his hand in a way like that.
Okay.
And it's very touching because we're emotional motherfuckers in this podcast.
Damn straight.
Damn fucking straight. We have character development. God damn it.
70-ish episodes.
If you literally listen to the first and second episode, there is at least like 4 insults that I'm pretty sure Eisen slings at Karma. I'm pretty sure Eisen insults Karma a number of times. And Karma gives it back just as well. Like they insult each other at least a good amount the first 30 episodes. There's just insulting and now humanity.
Yeah.
Character development, bitches.
As this happens, you guys see Amriel. He kind of like suddenly just like sort of like very robotically just suddenly like, kind of like jolts up from the table. It's like,
I have received a summons.
What?
I will be back tomorrow. Good evening.
Emiria, have you received a summons too?
Shut the fuck up. You don't know that. You don't know shit.
That's true. I don't know shit. That's true. That's very true.
Stop breaking
Karma
the
doesn't
fourth
know
wall.
anything.
he walks out the door, and you hear like a almost like a sliding gear, like almost like a finger sliding down like a guitar string, like that zoink, like that sort of sound. And you see a little flash of light, and then like if you look at the window, you see he's like gone. He's not there anymore.
The fuck?
Yeah.
We already know he's a cleric. Why is magic surprising?
No, it's-
Yeah, that's
but
right.
clerical magic is different.
No, word of recall. Word of recall. The same scroll you guys use. He can do the same thing.
Oh, that's right. He's a living, not breathing individual with feelings. I was about to say a living, breathing. I was like, wait, no.
He's a living thing.
He's a living thing with no breath.
He is Data.
He is Data.
I'll say you guys finish dinner without much further incident. Is there anything else you would like to do this evening?
Emiria, do you need a charge?
Shh. Hannah, I will actually kill you.
No, you won't. You love me.
Ameria, do you run off of USB-C or micro USB?
I have both. This is just gonna be the big.
It's
Excuse me,
actually the
she's
new
solar?
lightning charge.
He's solar powered.
Oh my god, lightning! All right, I'm killing you off. All right, fucking lightning charger in
just gonna
my
be the
campaign.
This is gonna be the conspiracy theory. Oh my god, Amiria, are you an Apple product?
Maybe that's why she.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why
bitch.
she rolls really poorly on certain things.
We just drop Amiria and she cracks.
Yeah, you'll have to trade me out for the next generation in like 5 months.
We have to take you into the. We take you into the shop, set an appointment. We walk in. They take you in the
The
back.
Amiria
for-
genius
they
like
ta-
just
they-
takes you to the back.
They take you into the back for 45 minutes, come back out. It's like, we need $70 to swap her battery out. It's like, what the fuck is actually going on back there? Why is
I
the
love that
battery
I'm imagining.
$70?
I love that I'm imagining carrying Morgan's physical body and placing her on the genius, placing them on the genius bar, and just like waiting.
Oh, God. Anyway.
I got my Amiria and my Morgan confused for a second.
I'm,
Is there-
I'm sitting there. Karma's holding my hand. The
Yeah,
robot just
it's
disappeared.
just like that.
Amiria's trying not to gag at you guys having what looks like a romantic moment.
Amira's just like.
Draft.
Anyway, here's my girlfriend.
Draft also reaches over and kind of takes your hand under the table.
Oh, whoa, oh, sexy.
Wait.
Under the
oh,
table.
Second there, I thought he was talking to me. I'm like, wait, why is
Shut
she
the
grabbing
fuck
my
up.
hand?
Draft holds Tyson's other hand.
So he's like, wait, that wasn't what I was aiming
Wait,
for.
wrong hand. Hold on.
Other
This
side.
hand's too weird and gruff. Where's the soft, delicate, sweet
it's like-
hand
it's
that
like-
punches?
It's like, babe, when did your hands get so big?
That's not my hand.
Mirrored. Draft didn't want to be left out.
I will say the rest of dinner passes without incident. What would you guys like to do for the rest of the evening, if anything?
Morgan.
I've got nothing.
Okay.
Well, Karma's tracking down Eisen. I saw that looking. I rolled a 19, bitch.
Fuck.
That's right. You're gonna talk about your emotions, motherfucker. That's right. I finally. It only took.
Alex is sitting here.
It only took 3 fucking years, but I got him. I got him, y'all. I got him.
Alex is over here. It's like, I don't hide anything. It's like 10 seconds later. Fuck.
Literally, that was like the
No.
whole thing on Eisen's whole thing is that Eisen never talks about himself ever. And my whole gripe throughout this thing is like, Eisen, we're never gonna learn Eisen's backstory because Alex purposefully doesn't let Eisen talk about his backstory.
All right.
Alex is doing it on purpose. And
Hannah.
it's mine now, bitch.
Eisen tried to slink off to his room, but apparently.
Well,
he's
if you
been
did slink off to your
found.
room, Karma tracked him fucking down.
roll a stealth check.
Yes, I'm
Yeah, like
stealthily.
that's gonna
No. Eisen, roll a stealth check. Karma,
God.
roll
Yes, I'm never going to find him in his goddamn room.
roll perception, or actually no, roll survival to track.
How
him
about
inside-
investigation?
14
Survival to track him inside your house.
plus 1. So I have
How
a
about
15,
investigation to sniff
But
him
a
out?
pretty. Oh wait, no, I'm wearing like Mithril, so I think that doesn't have a.
I have
minus to
investigation.
stealth. So a
Investigation,
15.
I know what I'm looking for. In my own damn house. I can smell and sniff the ground.
That's still survival. Tracking is survival.
Fine.
No, it wouldn't it be more well to spot stealth? It would be perception, I believe.
It doesn't fucking matter. I rolled a 19, bitches.
Okay,
Yeah,
there
she
you
found-
go.
She found me.
You
I found him in his room. Who would have thought?
you like
Who
you,
would have fucking thought I'd find Eisen in his own damn room? It's amazing. I thought he was going to be in the brothel. Getting laid. Because, as Eisen does.
all
Eisen
right.
just fucks all day long,
you
Getting prostitutes. He doesn't at all play hard to get with them. He knows what they're about.
Okay, are you gonna do something, or am I gonna?
I'm
have
gonna
to-
knock on the goddamn door.
Obviously, I'm not answering the door.
I'm gonna open the door.
Motherfucker.
you thought it's like, oh shit, I forgot that people can open doors. My bad.
Who invented doors? That
Why?
son of a bitch.
Bitch. Okay, she opens her. What's Eisen doing? He's standing aggressively at his Pepe Sylvia board.
just staring. That's actually probably Eisen's just standing there, staring at the board.
About the machine that we found.
Just you don't know he's staring at the Like, you don't know what that's actually what he's doing.
That's true. He could be staring off his face.
Staring.
Eisen?
She walks a little closer. She doesn't care that he didn't say enter, because she's not a vampire. She doesn't give a shit.
She's just a demon.
She's just a demon. They don't care about permission.
Eisen?
What?
What happened? Back then? I saw it in your face. You know what it's like. You weren't just being kind. You know what it's like. You've seen shit like that. You know. You know what evil is. What happened?
I'm still kind of looking at the board, not really looking at her.
Was it that guy that I saw? The one with Mikhail? Was it him?
Karma's jaw is
Somebody.
kind of clenched. She's just like trying. She's kind of shaking. She doesn't know. She's never done this before.
I watched. And he kind of like winces at the thought of even saying this word.
She like
No,
reaches out and takes his hand.
He's still talking. You haven't even.
Oh,
heard him,
she's
like,
still
say it
talking.
yet.
I was gonna
No.
have a movement. I was
No,
gonna
he
do a
was-
thing. Go.
So he's like, helplessly, as that man took everything and anything that meant this. He took my world away.
Is
And
Karma-
there was nothing I could do to stop it. I wasn't strong enough.
Is Karma allowed to make the connection from when she had that talk with earlier, with like a few days ago, about the kids?
I would say that would make sense. It kind of clicks in your mind a little bit.
Karma thinks back to that conversation about how Eisen told her that he'd been in charge of those kids. That's what, when he was in his studies, he'd been placed in charge of the orphanage and what have you. The kids, did he?
Kind of like
Did
he has to think when she says that, he kind of like turns away. He doesn't want to, like, very painfully.
She does a thing where she like takes his hand. If he's with them too, I'll kill him. You would kill for me. You would do the same thing for me. I know you know what it's like. I know that you...
No.
won't. No, shit, even my own thumb is fucking trembling, y'all.
I don't know if that's even what I want anymore.
His death?
What does that solve? so long. I've wanted. And then, when I killed Quinn, who felt so much like him, nothing happened. I felt it wasn't the same. But I just felt empty. But he doesn't deserve to do that to anyone else. Neither of them do. But is that what they'd want? Is that what they'd want me to do? For them?
To kill?
Yes.
If I've learned anything from watching them, they want to live. Quinn went as far as to use a
Not
cloning
them.
spell. What? Not them?
Not what they want. The ones they hurt.
The kids?
The kids. You.
I think.
What do you actually want?
Karma looks at kind of like the. Karma's kind of figured that when he's looking at the board, he's not really looking at the board. But Karma kind
Well,
of.
he's looking at her. Sorry, he's looking at you at this point.
Okay.
Like he's
I didn't know if he was looking
Sorry.
at Karma at this point.
When you grabbed his hand, he looked at you.
Karma kind of looks at the ground, looks at the board, and looks at Aizen.
I think they'd want us to be happy. I think the kids would want you to be happy. They wouldn't care about vengeance. They wouldn't care about that unless it completed your story, completed your happiness. It helped you. I do believe in justice. I believe in...
She kind of like pauses.
I believe in karma. It's how I chose my name. I believe in people getting what they deserve. I believe in Thorfinn getting what he deserves. And I believe in you getting what you deserve. Happiness. I think those kids would say the same.
I don't know what that is.
Happiness?
I don't know what that is for me.
You don't need to.
I've thought it was something for so long, and I don't know what that is anymore.
You don't need to know what it is right now. I don't even know what it is right now. But we won't find it unless we're alive. Unless we live. That's where you find it, right? In life, in living, in staying alive. And I think they'd want you to live. I think they'd want you to stay alive. I think that would make them happy. Because it'd make me happy. You didn't do nothing when you killed Quinn.
Karma lifts up her forearm, her left forearm, which after years and years, like there's like kind of like a tan line. It's like a lighter gray along her, like from her, essentially from partway down past her elbow, like a couple inches past her elbow up to her wrist is a slightly lighter gray than the rest of her. When you killed him, it disappeared. It's gone. There used to be a brand here. The night I left, he asked me to kill Batima. He told me to kill her. He gave me the dagger to kill her because he thought she was a bad influence on me. And for the first time, I broke past the spell where he would calm my emotions and make me listen. For the first time that night, I broke past it. But not before he branded me. Where he'd always see me, he'd always be watching me. I'd lived with that scar for years, with that brand for years, and I covered it up. But it's gone. And she, is her forearm is shaking, her left forearm, she's just like, pfft. It's gone now, and it's because of you. He can't see me as well. He's a wizard. He's a divination wizard like me, but thanks to you, he can't see me the way he used to see me. He can't follow me like he used to. He can't control me like he used to. He can't control Patima like he used to. He can't control Daniel like he used to. I don't know how many others. But because of you, even if he's back now, they're free. They're free because you killed him. And we'll do it again if we have to. It wasn't for nothing. It wasn't for nothing, Eisen. Taking out Thorfinn won't be for nothing either.
No. It won't. Because I think I know why I'm doing it now. It's not... It's not the action. It's the intent. And it's the reasons behind it. If I have to kill him, I will do it. But not for revenge. I'm going to defend this city. I'm going to defend. And he looks at you. The people I care about. And if he forces my hand, then he will die for it. But I don't seek it anymore for myself. Only to protect the ones that make life worth living again. He's crying at this point.
Oh my god. I'm trying not to, make any fucking funny comments. I'm trying my best, y'all. It's hard, though.
And
I'm having emotions.
And as the two of you share this moment into the night.
Yes, we stand here for 8 hours.
Couldn't help yourself, could you?
Couldn't help ourselves but stand here holding hands for 8 hours. Crying.
As you share this moment and the moon rises.
The moon hits your eye like... Ow!
Hannah, shut the fuck up.
You're ruining your own moment.
Damn it. Fuck, I'm sorry.
As the moon rises and evening falls, that is where we will end our episode for today. Thank you all so much for joining us for another episode of Dances with Dice. Please follow us on all social medias at Dances with Dice. Use the hashtag DWDcast and DWDart. And when you use those things, you'll become named NPCs in the show. As always, thank you so much, and join us every single Tuesday for new episodes of Dances with Dice.